What's going on, Sacktown? It is Sacktown Pete back at it again. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Happy Sunday morning to everybody. I hope everyone's had a great weekend. Uh, Sacramento Kings definitely got to make a trade, man. They need to make a trade that's going to salvage their season and put them in the playoff picture. There's still time to do that. There's still plenty of time, and I think the Kings definitely, as you guys all know, and seeing all the Kings Twitter, the community, wanting a trade, Monty McNair to make a trade, and I feel like he has a chance to make a trade pretty soon. So December 15th is coming up. For those of you that don't know, December 15th is pretty much the start of the trade season in the NBA. Pretty much that players that you signed in the offseason or you traded for in the offseason are eligible to be traded and dealt with. So with that being said, this article by Ben Cooper from Clutch Sports definitely stood out to me. Just wanted to talk about this and go over this because the three players that I had in mind, I've always had two of them. Actually, there's one player that's not on this list. I will mention his name as well. But these three players can definitely tremendously help out the Sacramento Kings and be a part of their offensive and defensive rotation pretty much day one. So let's take a look at it. If you guys don't know, the three players are, well, let's talk about it. So this article goes on, Ben also goes on to say, the trade deadline is fast approaching, which will be the fourth few months of chaos. Traders can go from franchise-altering moves to adding a role player to get to a team over the hump in the NBA playoffs. For the Sacramento Kings, they'll be looking like to add building blocks for the future. It's no secret that Kings have been atrocious in the past decade plus. Yes, I know. We know. With their last postseason appearance coming in 2006, they are, however, building the core and have tons of promising young talent on the roster. Backcourt of De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton are a great pair and will be lethal duo for the future. The Kings need to surround them with players that would fit well and grow alongside them. So, here are the three players for most pursuit of the 2022 NBA trade deadline. Number 3, Myles Turner. He's the Indiana Pacers center. While the Kings have some great pieces, they are in need of a reliable big man. With the Pacers entering a rebuild, a move for Turner can make a ton of sense. Turner is a great shot blocker and can stretch the floor with his three-point shooting. He is clearly unhappy with his role with the Pacers, and as he said, it's clear that I'm not valued as anything more than a glorified role player here, and I want something more opportunity. Turner is averaging 12 and 13, almost 13 points, 8 rebounds per game. He's also shooting 39% from the beyond the arc and making a league-leading 2.8 blocks per game. This makes Turner one of the premier stretch big men in the league, as well as a great rim protector. Adding a player of Turner's caliber would help the Kings improve drastically and give them their center of the future. And I agree with that. I know we have Rashad Holmes as our center, and we gave him the 4-year deal, and you brought him back. Despite having Rashad Holmes, I will still try to aim for a Myles Turner talent because I feel like this trade would benefit our guards a lot. De'Aaron Fox, Tyrese Halliburton, they probably haven't never played with a stretch 5, especially Fox because he's been longer in the league and with the Kings. And to have a talent like a Turner to spread the floor and stretch the floor would be very ideal for the offense as well. Nothing against Rashad Holmes. I know Rashad Holmes is giving it his all and he will continue to give it his all. But I think this will be in terms of fit, in terms of more heavily focused on the offensive end and even defensively as well. It's an instant upgrade. Defensively as well, man. He's leading the league in the blocks for almost 3 blocks a game. How could you say, no to that? How could you not want that on your team? I would love to have that on the team. And considering the fact that I thought Myles Turner would have a bigger role in Indy this year, it just seems like he's viewed as a role player. I think he's definitely an all-star caliber type of player, probably borderline all-star caliber type of player, and he's still relatively young. So if I'm the Sacramento Kings, I should be all over Myles Turner. And if I'm Monty McNair, I would just make a couple phone calls and see, what would it cost to get Myles Turner? Because if it's been reported what the Pacers are going in full rebuild mode, we have the draft picks, we have the assets to get it done. Anytime a team that hasn't made the playoffs in over 15 years and they have draft picks to offer, and if you're going in full rebuild mode, that's only going to be an incentive to make that deal happen. So I think the Kings have a lot of assets that they can give up in terms of a team going rebuild. In terms of giving up draft picks, I think the Kings can definitely be a play here for Myles Turner. And the other guy is Domantas Sabonis. Another Pacer that players the Kings should target is Sabonis. Two-time All-Star is one of the players that is being shopped as the Pacers head into rebuild. Sabonis will create an elite trio with Fox and Halliburton providing elite big man presence. This season, he's averaged 18 points, 12 boards per game. He can score on all three levels, will fit well in the Kings' offense. I agree. I mean, I 100% agree with that. The Pacers will likely keep one of their either Sabonis or Turner, so River City will need to decide which player would be a better fit. The Kings also need to determine how much they want to give up, as the Sabonis deal will require them to give up more assets. And I agree with that. I was just going to say, Sabonis would require a more of a package because he is a two-time All-Star caliber player, and I think he's worth the risk because he's still young. I really thought he would have got paid a big contract this past offseason, but he didn't. So if I'm the Kings, man, I know what you're getting in Sabonis. You're getting a two-time All-Star caliber player. You're getting an automatic double-double machine. He's 18 and 12. He can arguably be 2010 guy in the league, the 20 and 12 guy, should I say. And I feel like in terms of the fit, he would be nice to have a reliable big guy down in the paint next to a Tyrese, a Davion, and a De'Aaron Fox. I think that would be a great addition of the core, and just having that type of player could really change the dynamics of the Kings team as a whole. You know, I would love him. I mean, people have asked me what would you like more in terms of fit wise. Like, I think Myles Turner would be a better fit because he is a better defender and he's leading the league in blocks and he can stretch the floor. But Sabonis can stretch the floor as well, and he's a big that's a double machine. So if I had to pick one, I'd probably say Turner because in terms of fit wise, he's a better defender, and the Kings need all the help they can on the defensive end. But offensively, Sabonis is a beast, man. He's a better offensive player. I'll give him that. So, and before I mention Ben Simmons, he's obviously the top target that the Kings should target. Have been linked to Ben Simmons all summer long. I want to say Pascal Siakam. That's the one player I kind of wanted to bring back in the conversation with the Kings to trade. Pascal's definitely, if he's available, I think the Kings should definitely take the chance and take a risk on Pascal because he's worth it. He's locked in. He's an all-star caliber player, offensively and defensively. He's long and lengthy. He can get it done. And I just feel like his current role right now, obviously he's with the Raptors still, but I feel like it's only a matter of time. They have the core that they're going to move past Pascal, and they have Scotty Barnes, Van Vliet, and they have other players that are stepping up as well, young players, should I say. And I feel like Pascal might not be viewed as part of the core long term there. So I would definitely keep Pascal Siakam in mind, and I would definitely, if he's available, trade for a Pascal Siakam type of talent. All right, so the top prize the Kings should target. I've been saying this name for so many times over all summer long. Still continue to say it, and that is Ben Simmons. Yes, the Sacramento Kings should 100% trade for Ben Simmons. So Ben goes on to say the ideal target for the Kings is Simmons. He's one of the best defensive players in the league and has been in trade rumors since the end of last season. He's had a turmoil with the Philadelphia 76ers since a abysmal performance in the last NBA playoffs. No deal has made thus far. The Sixers' asking price has been very high for Simmons. He is still holding out for the team this year, and a deal is primed to be done at some point. Simmons is a dynamic playmaker and defender, but his inability to shoot has caused problems for him at point guard. With their surplus at guard position with the Kings, Simmons will likely transition to a small forward or power forward role. This could revitalize his career and help him play off more off the ball. The all-star guard could still operate the offense at times. It would work better in half-court offenses. The Kings can pull off a Simmons deal, his defensive versatility, and would definitely be a welcome addition. The Kings have many options ahead at the trade deadline approaches, and pulling off a big trade would give them a direction and help them get back into the NBA playoffs. And I'm with you, man. I'm with you 100%. Ben Simmons is the grand prize. He's been available. I know the Sixers' asking price is what it is. They're not lowering their offering price, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna continue to say it. Anytime a Ben Simmons caliber is available, that should be it's on the market, and he can tremendously improve your team. You got to pull the trigger. You got to take the risk, man, because he's worth the investment. He's locked in over the next 4 years. at a hefty price. But what he can do to this team, he can help the Sacramento Kings a lot defensively. He can guard multiple positions on the defensive end. He can play make. Think of him being a Draymond Green type of caliber player for the Sacramento Kings. Like, not really great offensively, but he does other things defensively, playmaking ability. He can, run the show. He can be a point forward for the Sacramento Kings. Whether the guards are bringing up the ball or, whether he's playing off the ball. Ben Simmons is worth it. He's only 25 years old. He's a, three-time NBA All-Star player, caliber player, and the talent's there. I mean, and there's been reports with his agent coming out saying that he doesn't mind. He would be open to going to Sacramento in a trade. So when Rich Paul, your agent Clutch Sports says that he's open to coming out and going to Sacramento in a trade, the Kings got to do everything they can to get him, man. And I'm hoping they get it done. I really do hope, especially now with the trade deadline with the December 15th, date coming up. I expect a lot of conversations to be had for Ben Simmons, and I'm hoping that Monty McNair or Sacramento Kings can definitely, Monty McNair and staff can get some kind of traction towards the Ben Simmons deal. He is the best target, who I think would be the best ideal fit. I would take him over, Sabonis, Siakam, and Myles Turner. You guys might think I'm crazy because he's not. He's probably out of all those players, he's probably the worst offensively, but we don't need offense. We don't need offense, man. The prime issue with the Kings right now is the defense, and this guy, out of all the three players, he's the best defender, and he's young too, and he's locked in. So, given the fact that you're going to give up a lot to get a Ben Simmons type of talent, just know that he's locked in over the next 4 years. So, whether it's draft picks or whether it's some of the core players that you're going to be willing to give up, I would do it because I think Ben Simmons can fit in well with this team. And, can you just imagine Fox, Ben, Halliburton, Mitchell, on the same team and with the Holmes? That's a pretty damn good core to have moving forward. And Ben Simmons fits the age group as well. He's 25 years old, I think it's a perfect target for the Kings to get. And we shall see, man. We shall see. So with that being said, let me know your guys' thoughts about these players and who the Kings should get, or what do you guys think I have to say about this? Because every player that I mentioned, they're good. They're good basketball players, but obviously we can only have one of them. If we were to get one of them, I think Ben Simmons, out of the four that I mentioned, I think Ben Simmons sticks out a lot because his playing multiple positions and playing with an edge, and he can play make, and he can play being the elite defender that he is, would truly benefit the Sacramento Kings defense. So with that being said, I mean, guys, can you imagine Davion Mitchell and Ben Simmons on the same team and seeing both of them on the defensive end? Oh man, our defense will improve dramatically. So that's going to do it for me for today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Please hit the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. And yeah, looking forward to the next game, man. Hopefully we can bounce back, and we'll just take it. We'll go from there. So you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Take care. God bless. Keep pushing forward, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Peace.